And at the end of the game, or one of the endings, he blows up the entire palace. Again, story-wise, it's hard for me to get a complete grasp of it. In the second, oh jeez, Jesus Christ! Oh boy, not again. Hey there, and welcome back. Not really, kind of, to Five Nights with Froggy's alternate edition. Now, I didn't even know this was a thing. I was notified by someone in the comments that this was actually made about, I think the game got published like about a couple weeks ago, around late July. And essentially, this is kind of like a what if scenario, I guess. It's very odd. I don't really know what's happening here. The only thing I have an idea on is based off the game page. You all know how the story of Fairy Kingdom began, what events took place there, and how it ended. But what if? After buying a new apartment, you urgently needed a good job. Incredibly lucky, you got hired by the wealthiest man in Prague. Your task is to work the night shift as a guard of the royal garden and make sure nothing happens there. But be ready for surprises, because everything was different. You'll face a familiar yet completely reimagined horror, experience an alternate gameplay style where you'll have to be far more active, relive familiar and new events, reacquaint yourself with old faces, and witness the moments that changed the course of Fairy Kingdom's history. Now, the alternate edition of this game is separate from the main games, from what I understand. It has its own unique narrative and everything, so I'm curious to see how this is going to go, because Five Nights with Froggy's is definitely a very unique game, and I quite like it. It was something that on one hand was so like hard to take super seriously, but gameplay wise was pretty fun and frustrating at times. So with that said, I guess, you know, settings should be good. Oh, YouTube mode. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, I didn't even know we had one. Let's get right into it. Let's see. Once upon a time in Prague, again. Finally bought myself a little apartment in the center, but I'm out of money. Oh, honey, I was looking through the newspaper, and look what I found. Royal News, Life and Events of the Fairy Kingdom. So this is already different. We have a partner. In this issue, Royal Gazebo, what is it made out of? What happened to Froggold? Missing, Leonid II was in a terrible mood. One of his toys, a plastic crocodile named Croco, is missing, which we definitely know if you've seen the original game. A special offering canteen. Today, the night guard of the Fairy Kingdom was transferred to the day shift at his personal request. Because of this, we urgently need a night guard. So, okay, we got the phone number. Okay. Oh, no way. Another canteen discount? That's clearly not what she was trying to point out to you, sir. Special offer in canteen. What is this? A 30% discount on all food. Oh, damn, that's not a bad discount. No! Look! Security required. Security, and in such an elite place. I'll call him right now. Hello? I'm calling about the security job. I swear, if I have to see... Hold on. Is that my garage? Why are you asking... Who are you asking that? Do you not know what your garage looks like? If I see some... You know, in the original game, we had a decrepit van. It was the only thing we had to get to work. I swear to God, if I see something even worse than that... Oh my God. Oh, it's just like I remember. Oh, I forgot I left it outside. It should have cooled down by now. What in the hell? Okay, let's go. GK Production is back once again. I did not know they were making this. I didn't even know, like, again, I didn't even know they released this game. Game from VNG Games, or VN Games and Rat and Rat. Oh my God. Even again, after playing the first and second game, it was such an odd story. I'm not quite sure how to make sense of it. All I know or remember is that the king's daughter... Oh, wait, did we crash again? Oh my God, it's literally... it's literally, yep. I still remember our face. God, I crashed into the royal gazebo, and a servant saw it. What a shame. Guy can't drive, I'm telling you. I hope I didn't damage anything. Thomas, welcome to the Fairy Kingdom. Don't worry about the gazebo. It's sturdy, not a scratch on it. Phew, I was afraid I damaged something. Everything's fine. Let me tell you the details of your job. Am I already hired? Well, Ah, yes. You mentioned you've worked as security before, so I think we can take you on. I guess, you know. I mean, I don't remember if we did that in the original game, but, you know, it's a little bit of a nudge nudge wink wink in a way. Technically, I did work as security at the Royal Garden in another life. Come with me. Wow. Will I be in this house? No, that's his house. How to put the... in this one. In a Baba Yaga hut. Yeah. I still remember. It's so funny seeing all this again. Yeah. It just so happened that we needed security quite suddenly, and we didn't really have time to prepare a proper security post, which doesn't really make sense because they had a night guard before. So clearly they had this for the previous night guard, they still weren't able to make a proper one. Anyway, park your van for now and take a walk in the garden. Your shift starts exactly at midnight. I'll call you and give you additional instructions. Now, I have business to attend to. Goodbye. Wait, what about the employment contract? What about the paperwork? Well, he ran off. Well, I'll go for a walk. After all, I'm incredibly lucky to have gotten a job in this place. You know, soon you might just change that way of thinking. I'm really curious to see how gameplay has been reimagined here. Really curious. But yeah, like story-wise, in the original games, or in the main line of games, you know, daughter went missing, the king's daughter went missing, got trapped in the catacombs and got attacked by Froggy. It's a whole ordeal.
Алло? Здравствуйте снова, Томас. Как я и обещал, звоню вам в начале ночи. Извините, что я не успел рассказать все заранее, дел было совсем много. Сейчас я расскажу вам про ваши обязанности. О, кстати, как вам наш королевский сад? А сам дворец красивый, не правда ли? А светится-то как? Только вот уже сегодня освещение отключают, ведь для посещения дворец закрыт. И, как вам еще наша беседка? Ладно, ближе к сути.
I don't remember if he talks like this in the first game. I don't remember if he talks. I could swear he spoke English.
Он связан с системой видеонаблюдения.
Surveillance system.
Мы должны следить за территорией и смотреть, чтобы никто из посторонних
No outsiders.
не безобразничал в саду. Время вашей смены довольно короткое.
6 hours. Was that really a shit? Well, maybe for security.
По сути, просто. Ну, доброй ночи.
Yep, bye-bye. I did press English, obviously, because subtitles. Okay. Oh, look, yeah, okay. I mean, everything looks pretty familiar already. But I am noticing we have less cameras. And that's right, A&D, 2004. Map. Oh, wait, no, that's, okay. We don't have any other mechanics. I think this might be just trying to, like, familiarize yourself. Froggy? Moving? Oh my god. Yes. Thomas, forgot to tell you, the camera in your hut is temporarily not working. We'll fix it during the day. Yeah, thanks. Right, that should be, camera 7? Yeah, there you go. Oh, that is different. We always had our camera. So, where'd my lantern go? The hell? Oh. Wait, what the hell was that? Okay, this is different. We didn't have to use our phone before. Well, why would we use... what are we using it for? Whoa. Okay. Oh, you know what? It's a firefly. Oh my god, I thought it was an actual eye. Oh, Jesus. Hey there, Froggy. Well, the vibe is already quite different, and I'm noticing already we don't have any way of dealing with intruders, right? Because in the first game, the main gameplay loop, you know, besides trying to survive the toys, is making sure that intruders do not cause too much damage to the Royal Garden, right? That's pretty much that's the most stressful part of the gameplay, essentially, because it can happen at any time, essentially, if you're not careful. And on top of that, you have to make sure you don't get caught by the various toys that make their way to your little Baba Yaga hut. So again, this is quite interesting. I don't think we weren't able to use the camera like this on our phone in the original, so I'm curious what this mechanic's for. But already, it looks like from a gameplay standpoint, we're definitely not going to be doing... Maybe we won't be doing the same thing? Again, I wasn't too sure how different the alternate version was. They did obviously mention gameplay in... Can you see me? Oh, that's different. He never went into Furnace. Huh. So yeah, I guess I got lucky because when Froggy's in the room, you normally have to turn off the light. The only thing is, usually he shows up in the bottom right, but obviously in the alternate timeline here, he shows up in the furnace. Okay, so I can't really rely on the same kind of visual cues. I mean, they are similar in the premise, but I just mean I have to be prepared for any subtle changes that could catch me off guard, I guess. Another big change, there are less cameras compared to the original. Just trying to note down everything that I'm noticing here. Still, I wonder what inspired the developer to make an alternate version. I mean, again, it's a pretty cool idea, to be honest, if they're gonna like change up the gameplay and everything. I just wonder what got them to do that. Because it looks like they're planning on making a third and even a fourth game from what I'm seeing in the game page section. Actually, I take that back. The fourth game at the time was... it had been canceled, actually, about a couple years ago. Now they just saw it. Back in 2022, actually. Wait a minute. It's an April 1st... It's an April 1st post. I don't think I can trust that anymore. Has it really been cancelled? No clue. But, I mean, actually, no. What am I on about? If they really did cancel it, why would they put it in this game's game page? So, it looks like they are... it looks like they're playing a fourth game as well. I mean, again, pretty interesting to see where... I'm curious to see where the story will go, because the story is a pretty unique one, it feels like. Especially just in terms of, like, setting and everything. But now that we completed our shift, let's see what's up here. Yep, we got our little hut. Oh, it's... Thomas? Yes, and you must be Antonio. I think he was named Daniel in the original. I don't remember. I can't speak. I'm the day guard. The head servant must have told you. Nice to meet you. Likewise. And what do you think after what you've seen? Will you stay or quit? You mean the walking toys? Of course. Well, I'm thinking of staying. The pay is too good. I need to feed my family, and I'm curious about what's going on here. Well then, I can understand that, actually. Well, if that's the case, you need to know about the methods to defend against the toys. Although, you don't have to remember them now. I'll ask the head servant to tell you over the phone. I have to go now. Good luck. Good luck. Did I really get lucky landing this job? Though they do promise really good pay. Again, we're working off the promise of getting paid because we didn't even sign a contract. I think, did we even get paid in the first game? Okay. I also really like the color palette. It's very blue. I don't know. Blue is very calming. Oh, we got our oil. We got our oil back. Oh, Jesus.
Алло? Доброй ночи, Томас. Честно сказать, я удивлен, что вы решили остаться работать.
Surprised I'm still working here.
Антонио, охранник, который работал ночные смены до вас, постоянно говорил про ходячих по ночам игрушек.
Yeah, Antonio did talk about
Его
that.
Величество решил отправить его на обследование к психиатру. И сегодня пришли результаты.
Completely healthy, even though he went for a psychiatric exam.
Его просто перевели на дневную смену.
Day shift.
Думаю, вы понимаете, что Антонио был прав. Игрушки действительно ходят по ночам. И, в общем, лучше не подпускать их к себе. В последнее время мне как-то неспокойно на душе. Да, по мне не видно. Днем я стараюсь сохранять позитив, но произошло столько неприятных событий с этим местом. Думаю, что спокойной жизни это место больше не увидит. Теперь, когда вы знаете об этом всем, вам точно нужна эта работа?
Yes, I need a job. Gotta support the family.
Ну что ж, раз вы уже здесь, слушайте внимательно, если вы хотите выжить. У телефона в избушке поломан микрофон.
Oh, that's
Я
right.
не смогу услышать вас. Если к вам придет Фроги, игрушка в виде лягушки, Выключите
Turn off the
свет.
light. Already know
По-моему, у
that.
вас там только лампа и освещает всю избушку, поэтому просто потушите ее.
I'll just leave it
Если
off.
Фрогги придет к вам. Он совсем не видит в темноте. Но если придет Китти, кошка тапок, держите лампу зажженной. Свет слепит ее. Поэтому она быстренько уйдет от вас. Ах да, и еще кое-что. Иногда
The
Фрогги
frog
и
and
Китти
cat.
могут прийти к вам
I think you have
одновременно.
to.
По словам Антония, стоит
Oh,
мигать
flash
светом,
them.
то
Yeah.
есть зажигать и тушить лампу в вашем случае. Это должно отогнать их. Но это все на сегодня. Удачи вам. Она вам очень пригодится.
You know, that was always a bit of an interesting way of doing the mechanic, right? If frog and cat, if they both are in the hut at the same time, you could just flash it and they'll both go away. But why does that work when they're both here, yet it wouldn't work if they're on their own? Also, nice little detail. You can barely see your reflection as you pull up the tablet. Really nice detail. I don't remember, again, I don't quite remember that was in the first game, but I guess like it's just easy for me to take note of those details since I'm already kind of familiar with what to do here. But again, like, even after that phone call, no mention of intruders. It looks like this is, like, in terms of gameplay, it's gonna go down, so far anyway, the route of a more traditional, what's it called? Traditional game where you're really just dealing with the toys. Also, no more matches for the lamp. And no more. Okay, sorry. I was trying to like tell if that was a cat or not. It doesn't look like the cat. That's the thing I have to be careful of. I don't know what the cat's gonna do in here now, so I gotta like keep an eye out. That's a nice little detail. I don't know. I'm just like noticing everything, but I don't know. I guess it's just weird because like in a sense it's like I'm playing the game again, but I'm not really. Now the cat, I'm not sure where it is. We have the surveillance for our hut now. And I'm trying to see if I could... Oh, wait, there it is. Oh my god, there's the cat. There's the cat. Okay. So, I'm guessing... Ah, I see. So I can tell based on the lit eyes. Before, Froggy had red eyes, right, and always been around the right corner, so you couldn't really confuse it. But in this case, you know, it's pretty clear. But yeah, as I said, it looks like they're going the more traditional route this time around, unless they introduce something later on. Not only that, but as I was saying, I don't know, I'm like all over the place because I'm trying to like know all the differences between this and the main game. But now like before, I remember one of the big stressors with the oil lamp is the fact that you had to light a match. You had to literally strike the match and bring it to the oil lamp without doing it too quickly, or else you accidentally, like, you know, lose the match. And you had to like really manage that. You had to manage your match inventory in a sense because you can run out of matches. So I remember that was one of the most stressful parts. Like when I need the lamp, I'm like, oh my god, like, strike the match, strike the match. It was such a stressful. Yeah. Thomas, the panel lights are malfunctioning. When they turn on, immediately turn off the computer via the panel. What do you mean by turn off the computer? Oh, turn off the light. Okay, that was worded weirdly. I thought it wanted me to... Oh. I thought they wanted me to turn off the computer. I'm like, what do you mean turn off the computer? I'm already not on it. Okay, go away, kitty. Bye-bye. Okay, that's a new mechanic. I have to turn off the light. Okay. But again, like again, game-wise, it's so weird because at least in the early... Huh. I don't think they like that I turned it off. Okay. Again, like, I don't know, it's just so... I don't know, I'm like... It's gonna take me some time to catch up, honestly. I'm really kind of... Like, I'm actually getting excited now to see what kind of new surprises they bring in store here. You know, oddly, again, it's so weird because I'm so... again, main game, you had to be on camera a lot trying to find the intruders and everything, and here they literally just took away my computer just now. And it's like, well, now what do I do? I just sit here, watch the furnace. If anything, these 2 nights have been less active than the main game. But according to the game page, you're actually gonna be more active, which is hard to believe because in the main game you were very active, you know, from what I remember, having to check for the intruders and whatnot, make sure you didn't get too much damage. Oh my god. Okay, got rid of you. You know, it felt like you had to, there was such a big focus on like constantly being aware of the cameras and everything. And now, you know, it so far that's not really a thing. So I'm curious how they're gonna make us more active. So now let's complete it. Anything new? We leave our little hut. Lorenzi? Did I ever call him Lorenzi? Oh yeah, okay. Thomas, I completely forgot to tell you on the phone. The king really wants to talk to you in person and is already waiting for you in his dining room. Froggy the second himself? Wow, I'll head to him right now. Away we go, to meet the king of this kind of ridiculous kingdom. Look at that hat. Where's my tea? Hello, Thomas. Sorry I didn't invite you earlier. Kinda forgot. Wait, I'm trying to tell who's talking. Hello, Your Majesty. You have a beautiful palace. I wonder how this place came to be. You're interested in the history of the Fairy Kingdom? Well, that's good. Have a seat, and I'll tell you everything. I'd be very grateful. The Fairy Kingdom appeared quite a long time ago, back in the 19th century. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but sure. It had a lot of land. It wasn't exactly a state, but life there was very similar to life in a separate country, undisclosed. I mean, I think we know what they're talking about, but the very first king, Leopold I, like all subsequent ones, loved his kingdom very much. They weren't just rich people living in luxury, they knew and cared about every one of their subjects. Of course, the Fairy Kingdom wasn't the only one of its kind. There were other similar kingdoms. They weren't as big or rich. But one of them, later in it, then they... What? Who's booing? Oh, wait a minute. Could it... Oh no. No, it's the beginning. They're here. The rioters are here. No! Damn it, now they're here. Oh no. What? The explosion already? Wait, what? Okay. It's still going. What the hell is going... Okay. We'll just wait. King, there seems to be a commotion going outside. I think Antonio needs some help. Is it done? Okay. Am I supposed to, like, listen to all of this? Or am I supposed to continue? Oh my god, I was supposed to continue the whole time. Oh, those vandals are back. Thomas, I don't think we'll be able to have a proper conversation in this situation. My apologies. Vandals? What do they want? The hell? I don't know, Thomas. I don't know what I did to them. Alright, sorry it turned out this way. Goodbye, and thank you for breakfast. Good luck, Thomas. Oh no. So this is how we're introduced to the Vandals. I spoke too soon. I clearly spoke too soon. Because Wednesday it's going to be the beginning. Okay. Let's take a look at that surveillance.
Алло? Доброй ночи, Томас. Я тут мимоходом узнал от короля, что вы заинтересовались историей нашего королевства.
Yes.
Здесь происходило много интересных событий, однако, пожалуй, я расскажу вам одну очень трагичную историю.
A very
Именно с
tragic
неё
story.
началось вот это все. Где-то год назад королевская семья решила прогуляться ночью по саду. Король с королевой, видимо, на что-то отвлеклись и не уследили за своей
Lost sight of their
дочкой.
daughter, so a lot like the
До
main game.
утра ее искали, так и не нашли. Абсолютно никаких следов. Король нанял детектива, но детектив тоже куда-то исчез. Учитывая факт ходячих игрушек, мне кажется, что это было их рук дело. С каждым днем мне все более неспокойно на душе. Я остаюсь работать здесь только из-за Фрогальда. Ему сейчас очень тяжело. Ладно, извините, что нагрузил всем этим. Некому особо выговориться, да и настрой надо сохранять.
It's alright,
Тони
Лорензи.
попросил передать вам инструкцию по защите от еще одной игрушки – Чебурашки. Он подойдет к вашей двери и начнет считать до 5. Как только он почти досчитает до конца, держите дверь, пока он не
Oh
уйдет.
my god,
Если
okay.
он все-таки досчитает до 5, и вы не успеете удержать дверь, он откроет ее. Тогда вам надо будет выключить свет и спрятаться.
What the hell?
Будьте внимательны, если в момент его прихода дверь будет открыта, то он сразу же зайдет в избу, не считая до 5. Кажется, это все. Удачи вам, Томас. Доброй ночи.
They brought the door mechanic from... They brought the door and hiding mechanic from the second game. Oh my lord, they brought it all. Still no mention of the vandals, by the way, so I don't think we're doing with the vandals, but now she's here. Now she's here. She wasn't in... Wait, was she in the first game? I don't even remember. No. She was not in the first game. Also, she's moving so quickly. Wait, where is she? Okay. So many things to do. But what about Cheburashka? Where's she at? Oh. Oh my god. Oh. It is the second game. Yep. So yeah, that is from the second game. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was something like that. Like the way that she said it. I remember now. Oh my god. She came from the second game. But yeah, story-wise, at least that premise seems to be... How is the frog already here? No, wait, no. How is the frog already here, though? No, not that. Wait, that was what I was saying. The main premise. Daughter went missing after the family went for a walk, right? In the main game, she fell down like this set of stairs. Hold on. Okay. She fell down this set of stairs, right? As like I think it was just revealed like as a mini game thing, or no, she didn't fall down. She got attacked by Froggy, and she was tossed down a set of stairs. I think she was tossed down a set of stairs and then attacked by Froggy as she was like trying to crawl. It was a pretty gruesome end for her, but it's still not clear as to why the toys are the way they are. If I remember correctly, there was like some sort of like I don't know if it's an inventor. The inventor kind of person in the second game, they were the ones behind the toys. They were trying to kill us in the second game. Hold on. Oh my god. Yes. What's up? Wait, what? It's a phone.
Томас, вы там?
I am there.
Проклятие. Я забыл. У вас в избушке же телефон поломанный. Ну, если вы подняли трубку. О, извините. Мне приснился кошмар.
Nightmare.
Там была избушка, она вся горела, и тут какая-то игрушка вся темная. То ли волк, то ли кот. Она набросилась на меня и...
Wolf or cat?
Рад, что это всего лишь кошмар. Я думал, что вас все-таки настигли они. Так, ладно. Игрушки же активны. Держитесь, Томас. Я верю в вас. Не буду отвлекать.
Yeah, thanks. I'm trying to like I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I don't know why this guy who I think was the one behind all the toys, from what I understand. And at the end of the game, or one of the endings, he blows up the entire. He blows up the entire palace. Again, story-wise, it's hard for me to get a complete grasp of it. In the second, oh, Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, no duh. I was busy looking behind me. Alright, truth be told, I'm gonna leave it here for now for the first part. We got through nights 1, 2, and we obviously got to see a bit of 3. I'm gonna try and like get through the rest of the game next time. I don't have as much time to record now, but I want to get as much as I could time-wise, because this seems really interesting, and I'm curious to see how the story changes and how the gameplay continues changing, because it's nice that we got some references to the second game, right? Or some connections from the second game. Or, well, no, I guess references makes more sense since it's completely separate, but it's nice to see, like, a character from the second game is here, which is very interesting. And we also have new mechanics, and I'm just curious to see how the game is going to keep changing from here. So for now, that's going to be it for this first part of Five Nights with Froggy. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know you're enjoying the content and want to see more of it. The game will be in the description below as always. And with that said, I'll see you in another video. Take care.